Hey guys, Dan here, and today we come back to another video, and this time we're going to be returning to Weapon Stereotypes for episode 2. We're going to be watching the Scout. And guys, just thank you so much for 600 subscribers we just hit today before recording this video. Thank you so much, really. I'm going to try to be working on a special for it. I don't know what to do yet. I'm going to contemplate on a few ideas, but thank you so much for staying, to subscribing. Thank you to all of you who were already part of the 600 and 500 subscribe gang already from the beginning. I already know that you guys would stay here until 600. And yeah, just thanks so much for staying, sticking around. Thank you so much to all the creators that we have been reacting, and especially to Blackmas, who have actually helped us promote the channel. Thank you so much, Blackmas. Your channel will be linked down in the description. And weapon stereotypes, weapon stereotypes episode 2. For the scout, I don't have a lot of weapons that I use for scout. I usually only use the medieval weapon that is like a bat that makes people bleed because I am a psychopath at that. I just like to suffer mentally, to miss and die. That's so much fun. I'm terrible at melee, if not with the heavy and TF2. I'm terrible. But yeah, I think after that, don't forget to leave a comment to suggest maybe a video for me to react. Leave a like. Don't forget to go to the original video. Subscribe. Ring the bell to never miss a video again. And yeah, thank you so much for all your support. Let's get to the video.
Oh boy. Scout, huh? The crown prince of douchebaggery himself. This is gonna be a fun one. You know, it's funny. One of the biggest complaints I had on the multi-class episode was that it didn't feel as passionate as some of my previous videos. You guys wanted to see me get mad. You wanted to see some salt, yeah? Well, I guess it's a good thing that Scout is next then, right? So, as always, quick disclaimer, please keep in mind that a stereotype does not necessarily mean everyone, so don't get your hats in a bunch if you don't like the stereotype for the weapon that you use a lot or whatever. Okay? Alright, let's get started. You know, there are so many people who use this that there is no one stereotype that encompasses all stock Scattergun scouts. What I can do, though, is I can give you a general idea of who uses it. So, first, you've got the fresh meat. These guys just installed the game and they have no idea what they're doing. They haven't found any unlockables yet, so they're stuck with stock. But then once they get other primaries through achievements, the drop system, or whatever, they'll stop using it. Now, the other type of scout who uses stock is the one who realizes that it's arguably the best primary for most situations, and you shouldn't use.
Considering that the stock Scattergun is, you can do up to 100 damage and point blank, and altogether with scout speed is immense, bullet capacity. 6 shots for a shotgun like that is amazing. It becomes an unstoppable killing machine. I don't know if it's the same as the other stock shotguns, but this one is a different has a different skin. But this weapon is just amazing. This weapon, when you know to use it, it's an unstoppable killing machine. That's why one of the reasons that Scout is one of the most attractable and annoying class for experienced players. It's amazing to use it when you know it, but it's a pain to fight against it when the other player knows how to use it. Going on.
Use an unlock just because you have it. If they understand this, you can assume that they're at the very least competent. So basically, you've got the really bad players, and then you've got the mid to high level players.
I watched Mount Python, I think last year. It was a really good movie. It was. I still have to catch up on the life of Brian still.
These
That's me. And you just became a fat scout, sounds bit Jesus, but it fits. I I cannot aim with the first nature. It's too complex for my small brain. I got small brain for the force of nature. I cannot use it.
These guys have a really weird habit of running up to you, missing their two shots, and then running backwards without turning away. Then they reload and wash, rinse, repeat. It doesn't usually end well for them. You know, I had a hard time finding anybody who used this gun seriously after its rework where it added the shove mechanic. Before that, though, this was the primary weapon of choice for people who hated pyros. They would very often use it in conjunction with the Mad Milk and the Candy Cane, and the increased healing mechanic would help to offset any afterburn with the small health kit at the end to put out the fire. I mean, well, nowadays people use it just to be bullies, though. Again, I rarely see this gun used after the rework. You used to be able to charge your height meter just by running around so that you could have 5 mid-air jumps ready to go at any time, really. And this made dealing with soldiers really super easy. But now that you have to deal damage to charge it up, it's kind of rare to see somebody using this who isn't just going on a little nostalgia trip. But since we need a joke of some kind, here's a recreation of the legendary Bird Scout migration.
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh boy, I really had some choice words for this one back before it got nerfed. This gun used to be really, really unfun to fight against, since the Scout at full boost could actually outrun his hitbox, and it made him nearly impossible to hit reliably. The people who used it knew that.
Wait, so that's why it got nerfed because you could outrun your hitbox? Damn, I can imagine all the sniper mains complaining about that to get nerfed, but Jesus. Just like they did it with the corpse scare, but actually outrunning your hitbox, it's amazing to think that was even possible. But yeah, for the other gun, I never used it. I'm terrible with two-shot weapons, and this one I only use it for the memes, but I never use it. Hmm.
that. But since they were trash at actually being able to dodge normally, they just used that and let the game do it for them. But now, since all you have to do is breathe on them to make them lose all of their boost, it's much easier to deal with. You know, come to think of it, this seems like a trend in Scout primaries. It used to be annoying to deal with, but then it got nerfed or reworked, and now nobody uses it, except for players who just unlocked it and have no idea what it does or how it works. Actually, scratch that. This gun was always shit. It's kind of a bummer too, since it seems like a really interesting idea for a weapon. It rewards scouts for using their speed and mobility to flank. On paper, that sounds really cool, but in practice, well, not so much.
I never used that one. It's terrible.
Now, this right here is the classic case of, I unlocked it in an achievement, so that means it must be better than stock syndrome. I've only ever seen this used effectively in a serious match once or twice. Then again, I almost never play serious matches, so that could have something to do with it.
I have a bunk. I have two atomic bunks for the scout. One is one of them is just a Christmas cosmetic, but I try to use them to get behind the enemy lines, and I go to their spawn to destroy the teleport. That's a good use for them, especially if you can try to surf on a sentry of the enemy team to actually get there. I always use that on Badwater to go there, go past the first gate, and then it's basically a free roam to destroy the teleporter, and to maybe get someone going out of spawn. That's a good use for it.
If you see a player who actually knows what they're doing with this equip, they are absolutely going for Sandman or Atomizer taunt kills. Now remember, if you see an enemy scout about to taunt kill your 4th Gibbous sniper, I'm not saying don't stop him, but the least you can do is let him finish.
It's a pain to do that.
The Criticola is a fairly popular alternative to the good old trusty pistol in the secondary slot. And if you use the Criticola, there's a good chance that you're a piece of shit, sweaty, try-harding, hating, unlock abusing, dog kicking, baby punching, Bambi's mother killing, double parking, game of
Jesus, man, calm down.
backing out at the last minute, lemon stealing, talking in the middle of Seinfeld, May-maining, shit posting little bastard. Unless you use it to go ham with your melee weapons, in which case you're a pretty fun guy.
Jesus.
This guy just hates fighting pyros. I mean, maybe he likes supporting his team. Sure, yeah. Maybe he's too insecure to take damage, so he has to have a pseudo medic up his ass whenever he's fighting someone. Yeah, okay. But above all else, this guy just really, really hates fight.
I had to stop the video because look at this. Look at this. Look at this goddamn heavy or Pooties bird or something like. Look at this. That's terrifying.
Pyros. Okay, I actually really like the Winger. It's an extremely useful utility that allows you to play with way more mobility than usual. And when you consider my favorite thing to do in the game, you can probably guess that I really like added mobility. Now, there are two types of people who use the Winger. Those who just unlocked it and don't know what they're doing, and people who actually know how to use it. Now, people who know how to use it are actually kind of scary to play against since they can drop out of nowhere at any time and just destroy you. That is, unless you're me and you suck at aiming.
That's me too. Don't worry,
This
Sam
weapon
Smith.
has been through the rework grinder so many times that I honestly don't even know what it does anymore. I know it used to be really good because it gave you like 15 extra health or something, but like, what does it even do now? Give me a second. Huh. Really? Wow, that sounds like shit. I guess that explains why nobody uses it anymore. With most of the weapons here that are so bad that nobody uses them, there are usually two types of people who use them. Again, the new player who doesn't know what they're doing, and the people who only use it because they have a strange one. Now, this is especially true for the pocket pistol because a strange one costs like 1 reclaimed or something stupid like that. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Do you like being able to move? Do you think that stunning and slowing mechanics are the worst thing to happen to first-person shooters since insta-kills? Yeah? Well, fuck you. You're not gonna have any
I miss when you could actually stun with the Sandman. I miss that.
fun at all when this guy's in the game. But it's okay. If it makes you feel any better, you're gonna end up in some random-ass over-edited cleaver montage where the screen pulsates for no reason, and you feel like you're getting motion sickness after like 10 seconds. Oh, that doesn't make you feel any better at all? Huh. Well, fuck you anyway. Okay, I feel like I can safely say that nobody who has played this game for more than a few hours actually uses the stock bat. Of course,
I
now
never
that I
used
say
it.
that, people
I
are
never
going to
used it.
actually start using it so they can be a snarky asshole in the comment section. But regardless, if you see a scout with a stock bat, you can assume that they are completely clueless, are smurfing, or have lost connection to the item server.
Using the Holy Mackerel lets everybody know that you are not to be taken seriously at all. I mean, for God's sake, you are running around in a server trying to beat people to death with a fish, and it just flops all around while you're trying to swing it at people. It doesn't seem very efficient. I mean, you can also use this thing in competitive as it's just a reskin of the regular bat, but it's far more fun to look at than just a metal bat. Like, why would you use that thing if you have a fish that just flops around in your hand all the time? Like, surely that's a better option.
So then I ripped off his own arm and beat him to death with it.
Wait a minute. That doesn't seem physically possible.
Yeah, that's what he kept saying.
This doesn't seem physically possible. Okay, this is expensive as shit. But
It is.
so cool. I mean, you actually get to run around and be Darth Vader. You just run around, bam, 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 bam.
Oh no! I hope that this doesn't. I hope that this one doesn't get a warning.
I think I've already said everything I need to about Sandman Cleaver Scouts and the Flying Guillotine.
I missed that.
Now
I
let's
missed the
move on to
combo.
other type of
I
Sandman
missed the
Scout,
combo.
the Achievement Sandman Scout. This guy just unlocked this weapon through the Scout Milestone 2 achievement and tries to use it constantly. However, he usually misses, and when he actually hits somebody, he misjudges how long they're stunned for, runs in, and gets demolished. As much as I hate stun mechanics, I don't mind fighting these guys since it usually ends in me getting some pretty funny footage. Once again, this guy really hates pyros. I rarely see anybody use this since the downside makes it so that you can be one-shot by... You can know that they're really, really committed to killing that one pyro who keeps killing them with Afterburn. This guy is either a comp player or totally clueless. You usually see the latter in pubs, because its primary use in competitive mode is helping your medic build uber charge, and, well, we all know that medics don't exist in pubs, so...
I agree.
Now, unlike the Boston Basher, the 3-rune blade does not drop via the item system. This means that anybody using this weapon had to intentionally get it with trading, or, I guess, a Witcher 3 promo. This usually means that they are at least semi-competent. Usually, discount Sandman. In all seriousness, I've never seen a competent player use this weapon seriously. Like, actually never. So, you know, take that as you will. This person is playing MVM, or they're memeing. One of the
Yeah,
two.
MVM,
As
completely
mentioned,
MVM.
There's honestly not that much to this weapon. These guys think that they're being harder to hit because they have the third jump, but they feel obligated to use it all the time, meaning you can just predict that they're going to triple jump 90% of the time. It's like somebody air dodging after every lost neutral interaction in For Glory and Smash Bros. It just, like, it always happens. This is the best weapon in the game, hands down. I don't care what you say.
You're
You
lying.
can't convince me that there is
You're
any
lying.
other weapon that is remotely as good as this one right here. You know what?
No one uses that.
Okay, fine. It's still funny as hell when you actually get kills with it, though.
Just like the Fan of War.
Alright, I think that's all of them. Now, before you go and say that I forgot the pistol and its reskins, go watch the multi-class episode. You can find those there. Now, as always, please let me know if you have a suggestion for a stereotype for Soldier, since I'm doing him next. I'm really trying to increase my sample size for determining the stereotypes, so it's less based on opinion and more based on a bunch of opinions. Other than that, I think that's it. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, y'all. I'll see you next time.
This was Weapon Stereotypes episode 2. I think that my favorite one about all the stereotypes was just the fact that all the scout weapons are very, or either they're very good or they are terrible because they're very situational or non-usable at all. What do you guys think? Leave in the comments for me to read. Leave a suggestion, leave a like, subscribe. So now the next objective I think is 700. But yeah, for now let's celebrate 600. Thank you so much. I hope you guys are having a good day. An even better New Year because we all deserve a better New Year after 2020 and 2021. And I wish you a good day. Bye.